Hello, humans and animals alike. This is Dylus. How's everyone doing? Well, we'll be continuing Final Fantasy VI shortly. And if any of you have been paying attention to my YouTube posts and my Blue Sky, I have stated that I have showed interest in this Banjo-Kazooie ROM hack that was recently made. It's called Banjo-Kazooie The Lost Mascots, and basically the main reason why I wanted to try it out and stream it is because, well, Gex is included as one of those lost mascots. Who knew? And considering some people may see me as the Gex guy, I figured it would be a nice time to stream. It would be good to stream. That post on YouTube had amassed like 3 or 4 likes on both my main YouTube channel's post and my live YouTube channel's post, so there seems to be some genuine interest. I'll be sure to let people know when I do that. I'm considering Saturday, maybe, but it's going to depend on how I feel about things. Might be a little bit of a surprise. Speaking of surprises, I gave myself basically a new emote for my avatar. Oh no, I'm so sad! What do I do? I feel so down. Yeah, I made a little sad emote for my PNG tuber avatar here. It is like so easy for me to I guess I'll do the microphone point higher than S. Okay, and I guess with that, we'll get started. We'll continue with Final Fantasy VI. Let me just get things up and running. Alright, here we are. Okay, let's see. Alright, looks like the display is looking good. I think I'm going to, like, keep the chat. I don't think I'm gonna hide the messages. Alright. So, this is the file we're gonna continue from. Okay. So, where we last left off, we had just finished the Phantom Train section. So, by this point, Shadow is going to leave the party soon. So, you may want to get rid of any important items you might want. I don't remember if the Imperial knife can, Yeah, it seems like only Shadow can equip that. So, might as well just keep it on him. It's not a big deal if you, like, lose anything. I mean, I guess it's a big deal if it's any important relics. Now that I think about it, I should probably rest up. There we go. Let's restore our HP. And as for any new enemies, there are none. It's basically the same enemies that we encountered in the Doma region. So let's see what's over here. Barren Falls. This must be Barren Falls. To the south is the Veldt. There are dangerous creatures there. And the Empire's right on our tails. If we can slip through the Veldt, we can reach the town of Mobliz to the east. I have served my purpose. Shadow! Thanks for your help. Let's join ranks again sometime. Well, just the two of us now. Now, let me see if there's any, like, preparations I need to make. Alright, just put everyone in the back row. Oh, what about relics? Let me get that. Atlas armlet. I suppose we could... Black belt, perhaps? Let's use that. Now then. Jump? Why not? You crazy? Sure, let's jump down a raging waterfall. We'll be perfectly fine. And we got some enemies to face here. So, as we go down, we're gonna, like, encounter a bunch of piranhas for a solid minute. Basically, when enough time passes, there will be a new enemy to fight, and then that will be the end of the whole battle. Now, I don't think these guys are, susceptible to suplex, because they're technically airborne. I'll give it a try and see. Yeah, that doesn't work. And there's our final enemy, the Rizzo Pass. Alright, we want to make sure we deal with this guy quickly. As you can see, he's dealing a lot of damage right now. But one technique that is... Oh, that's it? Wow, okay. Basically, if the battle goes on long enough, it has the power to use El Nino, and that is a massively powerful water elemental attack. Like, if it fires that off, you're probably doomed if you don't have full health and are at a high enough level. But luckily, we took care of it very easily. I'm gonna be quiet here because I think this song is beautiful. I just realized I put on the sprint shoes instead of the running shoes. So, yeah, we got ourselves a new party member, Gao. We'll be meeting up with him shortly. In the meantime, we have this, new music here telling us we're in a new area. This is the Veldt, and we'll be quite acquainted with this place, as we go on our journey. So, while we are on the Veldt... Oh, there's Gao. Wow! Ooh, I'm hungry. What happens if we fight? Wow! Oh! You! Strangers! Go away! You scare animals! Well, that didn't do us good, now did it? Alright, so the thing about the Veldt is that any encounters with enemies that you have, well, encountered thus far will actually appear here. I'm just gonna run away. There's no reason to fight right now unless we, perhaps want some, GP. The thing about, another thing about the Veldt is that when you fight enemies here, you don't gain any experience, but you still gain GP. So if you're worried about over-leveling, but you need some money, this is a great place to go. Man, I've encountered whispers every time. That's, quite bizarre. Alright, here we are. Mobliz. You came via Barren Falls? Unbelievable! It's flowing like there's no tomorrow! Oh, this guy's, in a rush. Oh. I guess letters are their, primary means of communication. Oh, yeah. Whoa. Threw his own kid out. That's nuts. Monsters from all over the world migrate. Yeah, like I said, any monsters that you have encountered before will appear there. Alright, let's see what weapons and armor we can buy. Let's see, we can buy a Kotetsu for Cyan, or Cayenne. I don't think I need to sell any. Now, what about armor? I definitely want some, shields. I'll buy 2 bucklers. Oh, I guess I could have just bought 1 and then 1 heavy shield for Cayenne. Oh well. Alright, we can buy a Magus hat for Terra and Celeste. Let's go ahead and do that. I'll guess I can buy an additional bandana. Do I want that? I forget if the bandana has, like, any benefits. Like, does it boost speed? I forget. Alright, 1 iron helmet. And a kung fu suit for Gao. Alright, so let's do some equipping now. Oh! Hang on. Wait, is that allowed? Hang on. One moment. Yeah, I I don't think this is allowed, unless bucklers are something you can still use with gauntlets. Okay, now I have to look this up. Let's see, allows the user to wield a weapon double-handed, boosting damage with the attack command by 50%. The other hand will be grayed out when the relic is in use, except that didn't happen. The weapon taking two hands means the party member cannot equip a shield in the other. Okay? Maybe it doesn't work like that with claws? Let me try with Cayenne then. Gauntlet. Wait. What? Did I just discover a bug exclusive to this game? Okay, I am really confused. Huh. Wait, battle power? What? Okay, I'm gonna be here a while experimenting. Okay, let's see. Okay, so the battle power is essentially doubled. And okay, so if I equip a shield, that extra battle power does seem to go away. Honestly, I'm just thinking if I'm wearing the gauntlet, I shouldn't be able to do this, period. I mean, that's what the UI is making it seem like. Well, that is interesting. And let me try this with, Sabin as well. So, I think I just learned something new. It seems like mithril claws don't seem to be affected by the gauntlet whatsoever. I mean, I guess that makes sense thinking about it, because why would you use 2 hands for 1 claw? Okay. Well, I didn't know that. I'm glad I know that now. And that is, like, a big reason why I'm, like, doing this stream, so I can discover things like this. I'll have to see if that is, like, something that happens in the Super Nintendo version as well. I'll have to try it both, like, with the original and the, Ted Woolsey Uncensored Edition, because I know the, Ted Woolsey Uncensored Edition patches a lot of bugs. Alright, so yeah, that's a successful, that is quite successful. Oh, I realize I have 2 hyper wrists. Except, wearing 2 hyper wrists apparently does nothing. Good to know. Black belt. So yeah, all this time I had him wearing the gauntlet, it did absolutely nothing. Wow. Yeah, this tidbit isn't even on the Final Fantasy wiki, so yeah. I'll have to make note of that when I do my actual playthrough on the main YouTube channel. Let's see if there's anything going on at the inn here. 100 GP. Okay, there is only 1 item to get in Mobliz, and it's an elixir. Guess where that is? Out hunting, I noticed a kid running with a herd of beasts. His parents know where he is? Work. I threw some dried meat into a herd of hungry animals, and some kid emerged and grabbed it. Ah, that's good to know. We should get some dried meat, then. So, dried meat, eat when hungry. Not very descriptive, but it actually is a healing item, much like a potion. It heals 150 HP. Making it... Yeah. This heals 250, dried meat is 150. So, yeah, it's actually more economical to get these than potions. I'll get 21. You only require 1, but having more dried meat would be good for healing. I don't really need anything else. We have a pigeon. Strong currents run through the Serpent Trench. Heard about it? No, I guess not. So now it's guiding us through the Serpent Trench here. The trench, given its name, is underwater, but the camera was just going through, like, along the path of the trench. Hop into the current and you'll be swept to Nicaea. Too bad our underwater breathing device was stolen. Darn. Let's see, what's in this house? I am at your service. I send things all over the world. Good to know. There's the elixir, inside another clock. Who knew? Let's see, down here. South of Crescent Mountain. Alright. Soldier in here is hurt pretty bad. Keep your voices down. Oh, okay. So, soldiers busted up really bad in here. Guess they're resting in here? I'm from Miranda. The Empire invaded and made me join their army. I fled when I heard we were making for Doma. They caught me and did this. Now I can't even move. I'll never see Lola again. On the desk is a letter. Will you please read it? Alright, let's take this letter. I can't get used to Imperial troopers walking the streets of Miranda, but otherwise things are okay. Flowers are blooming in the garden, telling me spring is here. How are you doing? I'm so worried. I wish I could fly to your side. Rest and know that I think about you constantly. Come back to me. Lola. I like to write her back, but I can't even pick up a pen. Darn. That's a shame. Well, after reading that letter to him, we can actually do something about it. Postage to Miranda is 500 GP. Gonna send a letter for that soldier, right? Yeah, let's send it. So we'll leave him to it. Duane and Katrin are both 16 and in love. So, yeah, these are two characters we'll be acquainted with. Duane and... this is Katerin, not Katrin. So, yeah, they actually spelled it Katrin, like when speaking to her here. Katrin from her was a typo, but it seems like they made it consistent in this area, in the PlayStation version. Oh, hang on. Over here, we can buy relics. Oh, that's it. I mean, this is a good relic. It's quite expensive, though, so I don't think I'm gonna do that. If we go back here, we can sleep in this bed for free! So we don't need to spend 100 GP to rest up. Now, I think resting there... I think it's either resting up there or going into, like, an item shop menu will trigger the whole sending the letter script. So, we got another letter now. Another letter has arrived. Did you read it? I can't find your favorite record. I thought I'd play it and you'd be with me, but... I'd give Lola everything. If only I could move. Well, I think we know what to do here. We'll send a record for 500 GP. Now, I'm not really gonna do the entire side quest. There is something I want to point out later, so I'm just going to let that be for now. And besides, our reward for doing this side quest isn't really that important, so it can be saved for later. Okay, now let's try and bring Gao with us. I'll use a memo save here. Alright, commanders. Ha! And, Gao did not show up there. Gao has a 5 in 8 chance, I believe, in a normal encounter to appear. If you get a back attack, side attack, or pincer attack, Gao will never appear for those. It has to be just the normal battle. Okay. Not here. Oh, dark side. There we go. Wow! Oh, there's our dried meat. Let's use that on Gao. You can target enemies with items as well. I mean, given my advice with the Phoenix down on undead enemies, you should probably know now. What the? Thou art so odd. I am Kyan, and he's Sabin. You Sabin, you Kyan. Me want more food. No more for you. You go. Get more for me. You're a regular munchkin. And you, afraid of me. You wanna fight? Me not wanna hurt you. Stop looking at me like that. Boing 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 boing. You're pretty tough. Ha! Have fun! You strong! Wait. Me like dancing! You good leader! Shut up! Simmer down, sirs. And thou, O wild one, who might thou be? Thou? Thou! 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 You angry? Cayenne, you angry? Me? Cayenne, you angry? Me? Cayenne, you angry? Me? Listen, his family was just... Me understand. Me sorry. I don't quite understand the whole family thing. I think what he's... Actually, I don't think in the Japanese script he mentions family at all. I guess if anything, it kind of would make sense because, well, it's just making fun of the way he speaks kind of is an insult to his, old English style of, like, speaking that his family had, I'm guessing. You're not mean person. Look, we can't have you two prancing around all day. Gao, I think we're going to get on well together. Why don't you join us? What? How'd you think that? Ah, I give you present. Gao give nice gift and thanks for food. What manner of rubbish do you suppose he's gonna... Gao's treasure. Shiny, shiny! Shiny, shiny, shiny! Can anything be that shiny? Does Mr. Thou like shiny thing? Mr. Thou's that one over there! Shiny thing, eh? Think how jealous Locke's gonna be when he hears about this. Who be Locke? He bad man? Maybe he try steal my treasure. Locke? Well, he's... Listen when someone's talking to you! I think he's trying to tell us something. Ugh. Alright, carry on. Here! Shiny thing here. Sabin, place where you buy food. It called Mobliz. Cayenne, place where you stand. River brought you there. Now we go Crescent Mountain. Shiny thing there. Look, let's just go along with him to this Crescent Mountain. So, the way, Gao was explaining the whole, like, Crescent Mountain thing, this kind of got lost in translation. Basically, it just so happened that, if you looked at them as if they were part of the, like, Velt region, Sabin was standing where Mobliz would be, Cayenne was standing where the river was, and Gao was standing where Crescent Mountain is. So I think that's really, really cool that they just had him explain it like that. Why'd we invite him along anyway? I don't know. But he's fun. Mr. Thou, hurry up! We're leaving! Hey, I told you once, I'm not Mr. Thou! Here's how to build up Gao's skills. 1. Choose Leap, a command that only appears when you're on the Veld. 2. Keep fighting on the Veld, and Gao will reappear. He'll have learned the... 3. Attacks of the monsters you were fighting when he leapt and returned. Wow! Wow! 4. Choose the command Rage, and you can use any of the attacks he's learned. And now, please continue your quest. Don't mind me. Okay, so Gao. depending on how you use this guy, he can be a really good party member. Alright, first off, he can't actually equip any weapons. That's because his weapon is going to be his, like, tied to his rage. Okay, bandana does not increase speed. Good to know. So, if we go into skills and we go into rage, we have a few to start off with. Let's see, we have Brawler, Whisper, Were-Rat, Rhinotaur, Lobo, Hornet, Trilobiter, Exocyte, and Magitech Arm. And, yeah. The amount of rages we can learn is enormous. There are 252 possible rages that Gao can learn. That is a lot! And there is no way that any reasonable person would try to go for all of them. It would actually be a detriment for you because you would have to scroll through the whole menu to select what you want, and they're not really sorted in a good manner. They're not sorted alphabetically or anything like that. So, yeah, it's better to have only a few rages. So, with that said, do you want to know what dedication looks like? Let me show you something. Yeah. I made this. Let me... Yeah. I made this whole spreadsheet here of all the rages that Gao can learn. I was just bored one day, or rather like 1 week or two, and I decided, hey, if I'm going to be playing this game on my channel, it would actually be pretty nice if I could figure out what all the rages do. And, yeah, I found a guide and put it in a spreadsheet so it's, like, easy to read there. I also put down what is the, like, best time to get each of these. So, yeah. You could say I'm nuts, but, yeah. So, as for the rages that we already have, let's see what we have here. We have Brawler here. This has the ability Stone, or Throwing Stone. It is a non-elemental attack that deals damage to 1 or more targets, inflicts confuse, and deals 8 times damage if the target's level is equal to the user's. This will also be an ability for somebody else who will encounter later in the game. They're considered a human-type monster. They have the Berserk property. They are weak to ice, but absorb poison. They're immune to poison. So, yeah, not only does Gao learn the attacks of the enemies that he's doing the rage for, he also copies their properties. So if they're human, if they're undead, if they get KO'd when they lose all their MP, whatever weaknesses, resistances, immunities, and absorption properties they have. Basically, Gao has them all. So, yeah. If you know the enemy's levels, using the stone ability here might actually be really good, but I don't really rely on that. It's basically just like Goblin Punch, but better, because it can actually inflict confuse. Anyway, next up is Whisper. The ability for Whisper is Gravity, or Demi, I should say. That is an ability that halves a target's HP. It ignores Reflect, but it is runicable. So, when a spell is runicable, I know I call it that, it's probably not a real word, but I'm going with it anyway. It means it can be absorbed by Runic. So that means if you have Celeste in the party and you have Runic, when you use Gravity, it's gonna be nullified and absorbed by Celeste. So you want to be careful with that. It is an undead type monster, and it inflicts, and you are, you come with the float and sap properties. Weak to fire, absorbs poison, weak to holy, immune to darkness, zombie, poison, imp, what is this? Petrification, mute, berserk, sleep, and that's it. Next we have the Were-Rat. This one has the ability Poison. It is a weak elemental poison attack. I don't remember if this is actually a spell, or if it's just an attack. Because if it is a spell, then it is runicable. Anyway, Were-Rats are weak to fire, they absorb poison, they are immune to darkness, and sleep. Okay, no other special properties. Next we have the Rhinotar. This one has Megavolt. It is a weak lightning elemental attack done to one or all targets. It is affected by silence, and it is also runicable. It absorbs lightning. It is immune to petrification, as well as slow and stop. I also listed weapons that are, like, equipped when the rage is done, but I think that's just primarily aesthetic. There's, like, one very niche case where a spear would actually be more powerful, but we'll get to that when we get to that, I suppose. Next we have the Labo. This one's action is Chomp, which is just 1.5 times base damage. It is weak to fire. And it has no status immunities. It is like the most basic of basic rages. Definitely not worth using. Next we have the Hornet. This one has Iron Stinger, which is also 1.5 times base damage, but it actually has more properties than Labo. It comes with Float, it is weak to fire, It is immune to Imp. And that's it. Okay, it's not that much better, but it's still something. Next we have Trilobiter, whose action is Poison Barb. It simply inflicts poison on one target. It doesn't deal damage. It comes with Auto Protect. No weakness. It is immune to Imp. And that is it. Next is Exocyte. This one's action is Pincer, which is also 1.5 times base damage, very basic. Weak to fire and lightning, absorbs water. Immune to darkness, Imp, and that is it. And finally, we have Magitech Armor. This one's action is Magitech Laser. This one deals... Oh, it deals lightning damage? Huh. I didn't know that. Lightning damage to one target. It is affected by Runic and Silence. It grants the properties of Auto Protect and No Death. It is weak to lightning. And it is immune to zombie, poison, what is this? Magitech. So basically, if there was ever a time where Magitech attacks are used on you, I think you would resist those. I don't know how that works exactly. I'll have to look that up. Let's see. Immune to Imp, Petrification, Death, Doom, and Sap. Generally, boss enemies like the Magitech armor will be better to use. Now, I am curious about the Magitech property. Imitates monsters since he grew up with them. Yes. Hello, Etamonkey. Also imitates Magitech armor. Yeah, it's quite strange. Now, let's see. The wiki isn't really going to give me a good answer right away. Oh well. Alright. So now that that is out of the way, guess I'll give you some running shoes and... Okay, I'll just give you running shoes, I suppose. So this starter set, let's face it, it's kind of doo-doo. So we're going to get Gauss some more rages. I'm sure there are some people out there who don't like this, where they have a starter set that's really weak and just don't want to bother grinding. Oh, actually this is a good one. Templar. That is a enemy that is recommended. Let's see. Templar gives Fira. It is a moderate fire elemental attack affected by Runic. You gain the human type. Auto Protect. You're weak to poison. No special properties beyond that. If we can get Gao to return in this battle, that would be amazing, because Dark Wind is another really good rage to have. Darn it! Alright, we're probably not gonna get that one. Dark Wind, if you get that as a rage, it has the ability Break, which inflicts petrification on a target, which is basically an instant death spell. It is affected by Runic. You gain the Float status. It is weak to fire, immune to imp. Okay. There's Gao. Let's see, Sand Ray has digestive fluid, inflicts sap. Nothing really special there. And Aranid has numb, which inflicts stop. That could be pretty useful, actually. Or, wait. Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. Sand Ray is tail. It's just 1.5 times base damage. Nothing special there. Hang on. Grease Monk and Rhodox. Oh yeah, Rhodox is a good one to have. Let's leap. Rhodox gives Snare. I don't remember if we saw this from Mog, but basically it just, like, ejects an enemy from battle. It's an instant KO ability. And it works against undead enemies as well. It would also be good if we got Serpius. Serpius would actually be a really, really good, rage to have. Anyway, continuing with, Rhodox. Is immune to darkness, mute, berserk. Aw, man! Alright, don't want to flood with too much information, so I'll just put that one for now. Pterodon would be a great, rage to have. Counter? Good. There's Gao. Alright. So, let's see. Where are you? Pterodon. Pterodon gives the ability Fireball, which is fire elemental damage to all targets. It has a respectable power, too. It is affected by silence. You gain the Float status. Weak to fire. Immune to imp. And that's it. Not so much the properties as it is for the, actual skill. Alright, let's put Pterodon to use here. Wow, look at that damage! Now, it probably doesn't suffer from split damage there because it was just the one target. But, yeah. I think I made a note on which skills aren't affected by split damage. Yes! This is a must-have. Stray Cat. Stray Cat gives Cat Scratch as the ability, which is a whopping 4 times base damage. So, yeah, that alone makes the rage really good. There's nothing else about it, but just having that is really good. It's just raw power. Robite's another good one to have. Yes! Yeah, Stray Cat is missable. Actually, there are a lot of enemies you would consider missable, given how the game is structured. So, yeah. If you don't get Stray Cat now, you'll just have a lot of other encounters to weed through, and that's not very good. Anyway, Robite. Let's see. This one gives the ability Raise, which revives a KO'd target. It's a little on the niche side, but it can be pretty useful. Let's see, weak to water, and that's it. Does heavy armor have anything? Oh, it's Magitech Laser. It's, like, almost identical to Magitech armor, so we're not doing that one. Cat Scratch. Decent damage. Alright, let's get some more, I don't think I'm gonna spend too long here. Oh, Hazer's a good one. Hazer is, Bolt 2, Thundara. Moderate lightning elemental damage. We gain the type of human and MP life. So what MP life means that I put down here is that, if your MP reaches 0, you get KO'd. There are certain monsters that follow this sort of rule in this game, and that's really interesting. It gives you, like, an alternate way of dealing with enemies. Instead of whittling down its HP, you can whittle down its MP. There's a better way to, do this than to just, like, wow. Than to just, like, wait it out. We'll be getting a spell for that called Rasp later. I don't think Whisper, oh wait, we start off with Whisper. What am I saying? Alright, let's see. Oh. I'll just run from this one. Don't really want Gao to come back from through that fight. That would be a waste. I don't know about Commander. I don't think that one has anything good. So, what does Commander have? Oh, here it is. Oh, Commander has Break! So that's another one that has Break. Well, that's pretty good. Let's see, let's compare that with Darkwind, then. Let's see, it's a human-type monster. You do not get Float. Weak to poison instead of fire. And there are no immunities, whereas Darkwind is just weak to imp. So, not a bad trade-off there. I don't think the Vector Pup has anything, It's probably just a, yeah, it's 1.5 times damage. Alright, what shall we try out this time? Hazer. Aw, dang it. Okay, fine. Wild Rat in First Class. First Class has... oh, Stone. Although, we kind of already have that with Brawler. Yeah, there's nothing much going for that. And the Wild Rat, 1.5 times base damage. It's basically the same as a Were-Rat, I think. Oh, no, the Were-Rat has poison. Either way, it's lame. We're not getting it. Oh wow, that still does really good damage, even with multiple targets. Man. We already have Templar. Alright, need to do some healing. Oh, Bleary! That's another good one. This one has death. Inflicts death on one target. We absolutely would like that. Let's see, weak to fire. And no immunities. The Crawley has digestive fluid, which is just sap on one target. This is a waste of an encounter, let's not worry about this. Oh, I just noticed that the Grease Monk has a shell as its action. That's pretty good. We already have Grease Monk, so I'll just run from this one. Oh, Trillium! That's a good one. Trillium has Bio, which is strong poison damage. It is runicable. Yes! Weak to fire, absorbs water. Immune to imp. Alright, I think we have a pretty solid setup at this point. So I think I'll just, rest up at Mobliz really quick, and then we're gonna head down to Crescent Mountain. I'm just gonna rest in the bed here. Let's see, as for, other enemies I would recommend, there's Overmind with Will-o'-the-Wisp. That is a moderate fire elemental. Wow, power 72, that's actually pretty powerful. It is unblockable as well. Let's see, Vomammoth has Snowstorm, Tusker also has Snowstorm. It is a weak ice elemental attack to all targets. We've already done this one. Let's see, Nettlehopper has Berserk. I mean, that one's not really recommended, that's just more of a niche thing. Nautiloid has Ink. Got that one. The Telstar has Sonic Boom, which reduces a target's HP to 3/8 and inflicts sap. That's pretty good. given that the enemy in question doesn't have immunity to death, because I think gravity-based attacks in this game are tied to, like, whether or not you're immune to death. Anyway, Doberman, this is a really easily missable enemy, so let's see what skill this one is. It's likely something not very, yeah, it's Bite. Pfft. Lame. Okay, Vapor Ray has Blaze, which is another really powerful fire elemental attack to one or all targets affected by silence. That's funny. Repo Man has self-destruct. I do not recommend that. Okay, Crescent Mountain is over here. Ghost has Thundara, so, oh, I've encountered you. It's nice that you appeared twice. So I guess if we don't have Hazer, Ghost would be a good, alternative, since it also has Thundara. Let's see. Darkside has Blizzara. Marshall has Wind Slash. That is a wind elemental attack on all targets that is unblockable and ignores split damage. Serpius, it would have been really good to have when we got that. That would have given us Hastiga. Hastiga, or Haste 2, grants haste to all party members. Having it this early in the game is stupid powerful. Primordite has Numbblade, another stop ability. Poplium has Cling, which inflicts slow. Gold Bear, if you couldn't get Stray Cat, Gold Bear and its Gouge ability deals 2.5 times base damage, which is pretty decent. And that seems to be it. So, here's a list of the rages I have so far. Alright, I'll put Gao in the back row. I think I already saved, so I'll just do a memo save here. Ooh, hope that wasn't too much information. I'm gonna have to figure out how I want to do that sort of thing. Like, during my, playthrough, and I just realized there is a way to, like, make that more digestible. It's called bonus videos. Oh, Gao, what's up? Why are you smearing your butt on the floor? Cayenne, the shiny thing Gao spoke of is in here. Sir Gao, where exactly is it? Gao, forget! Shall we look around? Indeed. Alright. Not over here. About over here. Sonic. Th this is Sir Gao's treasure? No, no it isn't. Alright, don't do what I'm about to do, if you're playing along. Hey, Gao, what's wrong? Ugh, my pouch! There was 500 GP in it! Gao, you! Oh dear, Sir Sabin, let me handle this. Ah! Yeah, you lose money if you go over here. So don't do that. I don't think there's anything over here. By the way, I don't remember where I read this exactly, but if you somehow have less than 500 GP, I think Cayenne will say something about having a spare pouch that just has all what you really have, so you don't end up losing anything. I think that's how that works. I don't remember, though. I'll have to try that out one time. Is this it? Gao's treasure? Treasure, yes! Looks like glass. Looks like it just might fit. Is this of any use? This really let us breathe underwater? Let's go! Current's fast. No kidding. But unless we hop in, we won't see our friends again. Oh, Gao's scared. Don't worry about it. Let's go. And, yeah, given the, just the one helmet we got, I guess we're gonna all share it? Is that how that works? Okay, so we're in the Serpent Trench now. We're gonna encounter some enemies here. Alright, I think Anguiform, oh. Well, there is one enemy around here. I think it's called an Aspic? It absorbs lightning, while the other monsters around here, I believe, are weak to lightning. So you want to be careful with that. Gonna go to the right, because that's where we'll get some treasure. Perhaps it's a big helmet. I mean, how big of a helmet do you need it to be? I do wonder. That's some good damage there. It would be even better if we had Wind Slash, since that doesn't suffer from split damage, but oh well. Can't really win them all. I mean, otherwise we'd kind of be here forever. Let's see, over here is an X potion. Very nice. Whoa! Okay, we're gonna go to the right again. Oh, that's a lot of enemies. Yes! Oh! I forgot about that. Yeah, I think they counter magic with Gigavolt, and that will kill you! Okay, we have a chance to, revive Gao here. Alright. This'll be, Alright. There's some water here. If we press this, we can open up a hole and drain it. Jump down the hole. And we can get this treasure. Another green beret. Just wondering if Gao can equip this. Yeah. I'll have to think about who I want to give the second green beret to. Alright, and after exiting, it's not very long until we get to Nicaea. Yes, evasion is bugged in this game, Monkey. Basically, both physical evade and magic evade are tied to magic block. So, yeah. Man, Sabin, you really like getting washed up. So yeah, if there's anything that, particularly, well, there's a few things to note about that. When it comes to evasion, that makes, darkness essentially useless. Relics like the sniper sight are useless because your attacks are basically guaranteed to hit. And, anything that, boosts magic block, like the white cape here, you'll definitely want to equip. It is fixed in the, Game Boy Advance version onward, just so you know. Let's see. Let's take a look around Nicaea. You met that old man, lives near the Lete River. His wife bore him a son 13 years ago. It was a problem birth, and the woman passed away. The man totally lost it. He thought the newborn was a monster. Wonder what happened to the poor little baby. Gee, I wonder who that could be. There used to be ships sailing to the southern continent. Zen, Albrook, Miranda, they've all been smashed. Darn. Yeah, the southern continent was basically taken over by the Empire, as we've heard. Yoo-hoo, you handsome thing! How about joining me? you licentious howler! Jeez, don't blow an artery, baby! Baby? Cayenne, don't let it get to you. I'm not like that. No one thinks you are. Just let it go. Stop whispering. My ears are burning, baby. Enough! Have you no shame? I'll have you know, etc., etc. Goodness. It's a shame how much they toned this one down in the, Super Nintendo / PlayStation version. I love how the exchange went in the Game Boy Advance version, where she's like, here, I call this one Humpty and this one Dumpty. That is really good there, Tom Slattery. He's the localizer of the Game Boy Advance version. Anyway, shopping. You took one look at me and thought I was a loser, right? You're obligated to buy from me now! Sheesh. Okay, well, the fairy ring isn't a bad deal. It protects against poison and darkness. You probably don't need this, though. I'll get one anyway. I'm saying you don't need this one, particularly in the Super Nintendo and PlayStation versions, because, well, like I said, darkness doesn't really work how it should because of how evade works. Same with the goggles, they're useless, pretty much. I'm sorry, who's in the way now? Okay, let's see. We had the Magus hat. 2 silk robes for Terra and Celeste. I guess one more heavy shield can't hurt. Alright, weapons. Let's see what we got here. Oh, our first spear, Mithril Pike. If you probably don't need to get this if you already got it from Mog, if you knew that ahead of time. Yeah, I'll take one, I suppose. Oh, yeah, I was kinda there. And this is an item shop. I think I'm fine. We could... I guess I could get some smoke bombs in case we need them. The cool thing about smoke bombs is that, well, when you use them, you escape from battle, but you can also escape right away even during pincer attacks. So, if you're in a bind, using them is really good. It's also the quickest way to escape from battle, considering how everybody needs their own time to run away. I'll get some echo screens for ahead of time. Uh, 150 GP. Aha! Another elixir in the clock. Let's see, a Chocobo stable. Did I talk to you? I don't think I did. Oh, yeah. A rock slide. Yeah, I guess I ought to show it to, see, just so you see what they're talking about. Yeah, over here. I believe this would allow you, once that rock slide gets cleared later on, you can go to, I don't remember where exactly, but we do want to keep this in mind if we want to, like, get everything in the game. It's definitely, easily missable, I'll say that. Okay, once we're done with shopping, we can, Oh, well, I didn't need a ship to get here. I freaking swam. Now, yeah, make sure you've done all your shopping, and then you can go on ahead. Alright, I think we're ready to go. Let's hop aboard the ferry. Narshe is just a stone's throw away. I hope the others arrived safely. I'm sure they did. He hopes so too. I don't think you know our friends though, Gao. The three have reached Narshe, and a decisive battle is about to take place. Alright. I understand all of it, except how can we be encouraging bloodshed? I never said that. Something like it. Ha! He's right, you know. Panon? Our blood will spill because of you. Emperor Gestal's racing to acquire Magitech power. He set his sights on the Esper that was found here. The increased use of Magitech power will surely lead to global destruction. The War of the Magi. The mythical battle that set mankind back 1,000 years. Can this really be happening? People will never learn. Brother! Sabin, you're all right! Who's with you? I am Kyan, retainer to the Lord of Doma. Yow! Yow! The people of Doma were wiped out by the Empire. Kefka poisoned everyone. Barbaric! Elder. But that was only because Doma was collaborating with the Returners. If we make that mistake... That's nonsense! Look! The Empire's poised to attack Narshe right now. What? Locke, where did you hear that? Celeste here was one of the Empire's generals. I knew she seemed familiar! Sir Gao, out of my way! Whoa! This is General Celeste. She torched Miranda. She's an Imperial spy. Now stand aside. Wait! Celeste has joined the Returners. She's fighting with us now. But I promised I'd protect her. I will not back out on my word. Locke, are you still thinking about that? I was also an Imperial soldier. What? The Empire's evil, but not all of its citizens are. After all, we've seen General Leo. Well, I guess you haven't. Oh, this is... Emergency! The Empire cometh! Ah! I don't care what you do here! Just get me that Esper! Lord Kefka, there's civilians here! Exterminate everyone! But Narshe is neutral. Idiot! Read my lips! Dispose of any who oppose us! March! Yeah, being neutral gets you nowhere when it's wartime. You really have no choice. Let's make ready for war. They're after the Esper. We moved it into the hills. Then we're going up after it. Locke has a complicated past. I wouldn't go thinking he's fallen for you or something. I'm a soldier, not some love-starved twit. Cold as ice. So, you were born with the power of magic? Isn't it a lovely gift? You can use magic too? When I was a baby, I was artificially infused with magic and raised as a Magitech knight. Have you loved anyone? What's that supposed to mean? Don't think for a moment I trust you. Fine, use your own eyes, then decide. Guess everyone has their own thoughts about Celeste joining the ranks. Alright, so before the big battle here, we gotta take the time to equip everybody. Alright, Regal Cutlass for you, Magus Hat, Silk Robe. As for relics, it would make sense for you to have the earrings. Let's see. White cape, sure. Okay. Buck. Should we keep the Guardian on you, or should we use the Air Lancet for more battle power? Well, let's see. Is there anything worth stealing? Let me take a look at my handy steal list. Oh, no, nothing in particular. Alright. So in that case, I guess we'll go with the Air Lancet. Give you a heavy shield. Green Beret. Oh boy, you need some healing. Let me move the dried meat up here. Let's do that. Oh, I just realized. I probably should put you in the front row. Because, well, you don't really have any abilities that ignore run. Alright, I'll give you a hyper wrist. Now let's move on to Celeste. Alright, you go in the back. Although the rune edge might be... We could make some good use of that. Ribbon and barrier ring, I suppose. Actually, mithril glove. Better. Not that I really rely on these. Oh, the barrier ring actually increases magic power. I didn't realize. While the mithril glove increases defense. Alright, next is Cayenne. Let's see, Atlas Armlet and Black Belt. Actually, the Black Belt might be better, even better for lock. There. Alright, I think Cayenne has all the equipment he needs. Yeah. Next is Edgar. Give him the... Oh, wow. Big jump there. Give him the mithril pike. Plumed hat. Oh, hang on. Relics. If I give him the... that could be interesting. Oh, wait, no. He's gonna be using tools. We're not gonna do that. I guess if you're gonna get True Knight. Okay. Next is Sabin. Let's see, Hyper Wrist and Earrings seems pretty good. And Gao. I suppose it hardly matters. Okay, and I think we're good to go here. I'll save over this. And... Alright. Alright, so with the party members we have, how they're equipped. Let's see. Oh, you were asking yourself why you liked my Croc PNG so much. Just reminded that when there was a song about an alligator. I wonder which song it is. It could be a bunch of them. Cowboy clothes. Huh. Okay, I think we're prepared now. Alright, so just like with when we saved Terra from the Narshe guards, we now are going to protect Bannon from the Imperial guards. So while this is going on, oh, the red scarf? Huh, I didn't think the red scarf, or rather neckerchief, had you think of that. Okay, let's see. Our strongest level characters are Cayenne and Gao. Let's see. Alright. Terra, Celeste, and Gao. These will be the, like, magic users of their respective group. I guess I'll put Locke with Celeste. tie-in with Terra? Edgar can go with Gao, and Sabin... Which one? Alright, I'll copy that text there. So, Jacare. I guess, this party, since these are... Alright, and I think we're good to go. I don't have to think too hard about it, just gotta have a general idea, make sure everything's distributed evenly. They're coming! Here we go. Oh, it's General Celeste, the traitor! How delightful! This'll be fun! Go! Get those vile insects! Alright, let's get everybody situated. Let's see what we have here. Nice job there. Oh, yeah, I guess we'll be just stealing tonics. Oh, yikes. There we go. Oh, we've got some, trouble there. Alright, let's do a fire on all of them. How good is single target fire? Anyhow, if at any point one of your parties, like, gets KO'd, they'll actually come back to Bannon at the, like, little safe spot. Oh, shoot, pincer attack? That's not good. Stop it! I wonder. Will we, no. I'm kind of going to be playing with fire here. I want to see if we can get one of those desperation attacks. Damn it. Okay, next is Celeste's party. Okay, we get a side attack here. Yeah, desperation attack. Basically, I can understand why you've never seen it before. The circumstances for it to happen are kind of ridiculous. Basically, if you're in critical status, if the battle has lasted at least 25.6 seconds, and you select the fight command, there is a 1 in 16 chance that your character will do a desperation attack. Which is basically it's basically a precursor to the limit break. It's a special attack that each character has that deals huge amounts of damage. It's really rare to see that, like, on a regular playthrough, so I can understand you not, knowing about it. Oh, come on! All right. Ah, crud. Yeah, their swing counter is pretty powerful. Let's try ice instead. Oh, shoot, I didn't want that. Okay, let's get Gao in there. Pterodon. And Bioblaster. I guess Gao and Edgar will make the assault team. Wow! Bioblaster works really well against those guys. Let's see how well this does. Nice. And Bioblaster? Excellent. Let's try out Stray Cat. Gotcha. Alright, let's do some heal. Nice block. Oh crap, Terra! That's a lot. Alright, let's get a cure off here. Ugh. Why does this keep happening to this group? Okay. Two more for Terra's group. And one more. Oh! Looks like Gao's ready to fight here. Oh, okay, bye. Alright, we need to do some healing. Ouch! Now let's heal up Cayenne. Ooh, mastered a new technique! That'll actually be really helpful in this, Well, actually, it might be a little late for that now that I think about it. I guess what I can do is I could just have Terra's group, do the next fight. Yes! Not quite as strong as, Bioblaster, I guess. Maybe if we tried Trillium. HP check. I'll just use that one tonic there. Okay, this might be a little bit on the risky side, but I do want to give it a try. Alright, I'm gonna use fire first, and then while everyone's doing their own thing, I'm gonna let Cayenne charge up his sword tech, so it goes to the number 4. Quadra Slam! 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 physical attacks across all enemies. I guess combining that with a group fire spell, that actually does pretty well. Alright, let's get these other guys. Cat scratch. Oh, we might have to do some healing soon. Ow! That was a pretty powerful tech laser. Okay. Let's revive you. Okay, we've mostly cleared a path there. Now, something I can do is I can just put Terra in the back here. Now, I'm gonna intentionally encounter you. This guy's difficult to avoid. However, this is a missable enemy. Ow! Jeez! Okay, watch out for the silver pike. Alright, we got a mithril vest. Ow! I'm gonna use up all the rest of my Phoenix down. Get in the back. Are you vulnerable to suplex? Yes! Alright. Yeah, that's probably a battle that would be really good to just have everybody in the back row. Now, let's see here. Let's heal everyone up. Alright, and I think we're good to go to face off against Kefka. Now, if you really wanted to, against that rider as well as against Kefka, you could, like, keep stealing and intentionally lose so that you can just get as many mithril vests and elixirs as you want. So, I'm not gonna do that. That's cheating. It's gonna take too long. Alright, your history, bub. For boss time! Alright, so a good strategy here is to use Runic, because Kefka has some pretty nasty spells under his sleeve. Okay, we got an ether. Alright. That, lock can just attack now. Ow. Alright, I believe Kefka has, like, a level 2 offensive spell, so we definitely want to be careful about that. Can we suplex the clown? Oh. I don't want to risk it. What do you mean I can't? Oh shoot, that was Celeste's turn. Oops. Oh, don't think you won! I'll be back! And there we go. We get a peace ring. I doubt it's a peace treaty. Ack! I won't forget this! Where's the Esper? Is it okay? That was a close call. Can it still be alive? Impossible, right? Terra, what is it? Whoa. No! Whoa. Look out, everyone! Look at how Gao's just hanging on one hand. Terra and the Esper. There's some kind of reaction. What? What am I feeling? Huh? What's going on? Please, tell me. Who am I? Who? Terra! An Esper. I can actually feel its mind. Terra! Step away from the Esper! What's happening? What the? What happened to you? Where are you going? You're awake? Where's Terra? She changed into a something and took off. She looked like... She looked like an Esper. Locke, you okay? Something happened to Terra. There seems to be some connection between Espers and her. Anyway, we need to find her. Witnesses saw her screaming across the sky to the west. Let's go. I promised her I'd... Fuck. Think, people. The Empire still wants that Esper. Bannon needs our help, too. Former Imperial soldier. But we've no choice. We must help her. Let's split up. Those who aren't searching for Terra will stay and guard Narshe. Figaro Castle can shuttle us to the Western Province. Then we'll make for Kolagin or G-Door. Alright, so this is where the game is going to open up some more, where we can have a fully customizable party. This is the series first, in fact, where we have multiple party members and we can just take a set of 4, any set of 4 we like. It's not like other Final Fantasy games where we always gotta have, like, the main character. As a matter of fact, this game was made so that basically anybody of your choosing could be the main character. So, let's see. As for things I want to show, I do want to bring these two with me. And, yeah, we'll settle with that. And I think I will, stop the stream here, basically. Let's see how everyone here is doing. Alright, so we can actually explore the town of Narshe, finally. I'll do that in the next stream, though. We can, go to the beginner's school here. And there's a save point here that we can use. Is everybody at full health, by the way? Well, yes, but Celeste is not at full MP. Okay, let's save our game. Alright, beyond this point I'll use a new save. And with that, I think it's time to end the stream now. So, thank you very much for sticking around. And next time we'll be going out to the west. We'll get to see a little more backstory with some of our characters. And we'll see if we can locate Terra somewhere. So with that said, if you like what you see with my playthroughs, my live playthroughs, consider following me on Twitch and subscribing to my live YouTube channel. If you want more condensed playthroughs, I have a main YouTube channel for that. Also, live, I might do some streaming on, like, learning Japanese. I'm currently doing that with Digimon Adventure, which I will do Friday. Speaking of which, the next time I stream will be Thursday, which will be for this game. Friday will be for Digimon Adventure. And then, probably Saturday, I'll do that, Banjo-Kazooie ROM pack that had caught my attention. So, a lot of stuff to look forward to this week. So with that, that is all I have for today. Thank you very much for watching. Stylus signing off. See you next time.